Oh, Lord, I got so many mixed emotions going on right now. This is somehow amazingly bad yet really sad news coming out of the NFL. And yes, it directly has an effect on the Dallas Cowboys. Let's get right into this one, as I guess Myles don't want to be free, y'all. Myles want to stay on the plantation with Jimmy. Let's get it. Ladies and gentlemen, Jordan Schultz reports the Cleveland Browns have reached a new contract with Myles Garrett, paying him $40 million per year with over $123 million in guaranteed money. Keep in mind, this deal comes 2 days after the Cleveland Browns owner Jimmy Haslam declined to even speak to Myles Garrett's black ass. So I guess he don't care about winning that much, and I guess respect, R-E-S-P-E-C-T, don't mean that much to M-Y-L-E-S-G. All right, so Myles Garrett just bagged up the Brinks truck, and he ain't the only one that's going to be bagging up the Brinks truck thanks to this deal. As you can see here, Adam Schefter shows the highest paid pass rushers in the NFL on a per-year basis. Myles Garrett, $40 million per year. Max Crosby, $35.5 million per year. Micah Parsons is going to fall somewhere in between Myles Garrett and Max Crosby. Realistically speaking, based off of career accomplishments and, just recent year statistics and all that stuff, not taking into account how young Micah is, he should fall in between Myles Garrett and Max Crosby somewhere, probably around that $38 million per season range. The thing is, the way the market works and the fact that Micah Parsons is as young as he is, and the fact that he did, in fact, start his career off in much more impressive fashion than Myles Garrett, because that's really what we got to compare here. It's not necessarily we're looking at prime Myles Garrett, Defensive Player of the Year Myles Garrett. We're looking at the first 4 years, how these dudes started their careers, and y'all, quite frankly, it's not really super close. Micah Parsons started his career much better than Myles Garrett did. Micah Parsons accomplished more in the first 4 seasons of his career than Myles Garrett did. It's different when you comparing Myles Garrett and you throw that Defensive Player of the Year award here and there within the past few seasons versus actually just looking at it for what it is, which is how does Micah compare at the same point in his career to a Myles Garrett? Micah is better. Micah was better than Myles Garrett, and that means Micah is probably going to want either what Myles just got or maybe $500,000 to $1 million more per season. And I'm not the only one that thinks so. His brother was very quick on the trigger to comment on this, and he said, call the Brinks truck. Yesterday's price is not today's price, man. Terrence Parsons already commented and let me know as soon as we reacted to this news. Hey, man, yesterday's price is not today's price. So we have a couple of things to talk about here now, don't we? Now, the first thing is this. Fair enough. That's fair. I will never criticize a guy for trying to get more money. I ain't gonna lie to you. If I was in their situation, I would try to get every single penny on a dollar I possibly could, because literally with that sport, it doesn't even take having to play in a game. You could be in practice, you could be in walk, you could be doing anything. You could be working out in the gym, and your career could come to an end just like that with the snap of the wrong bone. So I would be trying to get every penny on a dollar I possibly could. I will never blame these guys for doing so, even though, and I've been joking around. And saying, like, hey, if Micah don't take a discount, I'm going to be on his muffin top, because he said he was going to take a discount. Micah Parsons said that he was willing to take less money if Jerry and them were going to be able to go out there and get him some help. He doesn't want to be the highest paid guy. He just wants to get paid accordingly, and he wants Jerry and them to have some flexibility to go get some help. He put that out there himself, y'all. But also, he said he was willing to make that happen for the Cowboys to trade for Myles Garrett. So, with that being said, with Myles not on the market anymore, unless the Cowboys planning on putting a Trey Hendrickson or something beside Micah Parsons, that's the only way I can see Micah being willing to take a pay cut now. Because to be quite frank, there's not another player on the market specifically, not one individual player. Now, if you're going like, oh, you need to give us about $4 million off this contract so we're going to make a signing, Micah. Hey, man, look, I'm sorry, bro, but if I'm Micah Parsons, I'm not doing that, man. I'm not about to give y'all no $4 million in extra cap space off of my contract so you can go sign another vet minimum guy that's probably barely going to get on the field. Absolutely not, bro. He said he was going to take that pay cut if Myles Garrett was available. And that's not the only time he said this either, by the way. It's not just February. I know if you look it up and try to figure out when he made these statements, he actually tweeted this as well. This is directly from his X account. He tweeted it, I want to say months ago. He was just pretty much like, I don't want to be the highest paid. I want to win. And he was pretty much saying he was willing to take less. He was willing to not try to get the top dollar. He don't want $40 million. He wants to win or something like that, right? But if you look at it like this, there's really not a player out there now. I think a lot of these guys are getting wrapped up now, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Now, if he's willing to take a pay cut so the Cowboys can facilitate signing a DK Metcalf or, one of those type of guys, then okay, cool. But there's no reason to now. So that's the amazingly bad part of this is now the Cowboys, the floor, really, the negotiation price really starts at $40 million. And we can't get mad at that. We can't get mad at that, y'all. I just showed it to y'all. Micah is wiping the floor with Myles as it pertains to their first 4 seasons in the league. He should get paid more than the Myles Garrett. I mean, I know Myles won Defensive Player of the Year and all that stuff, but let's keep it a buck. That's how the market works. I will never get mad and be pocket watching these dudes. But so yeah, at this point, I'm not expecting any type of discount. I expect David Mulligetta, Micah Parsons' agent, to try to rake the Cowboys over the coals at this point. And the Cowboys, they need to make a move. They need to make a move because now you're creeping into that territory. Myles was the biggest domino, so it's not going to get worse than 40. But now the bar has been set. You, yet again, let someone else set the bar. You could have had Micah Parsons for about $36, $37 million per season had you signed him right after Max Crosby. Now Myles just got signed. You essentially have to sign Micah at a $40 million plus type of contract. And now we have to figure out how big of an impact will that have on the salary cap. Is that going to restrict the Cowboys from being able to do stuff? No, it shouldn't. So don't let them use that excuse. I'm going to answer that for you. No, it shouldn't, bruh. So don't let them use that excuse. But yeah, the Cowboys, they got caught lacking right here. The one good thing that came from this, the one silver lining that came from this news, the Eagles or the Commanders didn't get Myles Garrett. That's the best thing possible because if the Cowboys didn't get him, I was almost positive it was going to be the Eagles. So that is the best part about this is that the Eagles nor the Commanders have Myles Garrett, and we still have Micah Parsons. So, damn, boy, hey, the Cowboys better get to work, bro. They've been doing good this year as far as doing stuff early, but they need to get to work. They need to get to work, bro. It's over with. It's over with. Let me know what you think about all this stuff down in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe. We're on the road to 30K. Help your boy out. Help me help you as we continue to move up that ladder. I continue to provide y'all more and more and more fire content. I promise you. So until next time, how about them Cowboys?
Calling me, texting me, paging me, asking me, am I still them boys? Y'all usually check on me. Listen. I'm still them boys.